Hey, what's up, everybody? It's DJ MOD here, coming to you from What to Say Radio. As always, appreciate y'all tuning in, locking it in right here with me on What You Say Radio. And we're going to discuss a little bit about the Lakers trade that was rescinded last night. But before I get into that, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the page, man, provide comments and the feedback in the comment section so I can so y'all can let me know how y'all feel about anything that we're discussing. Now, with that being said, again, before I get to the main topic, I also want to discuss Austin Reeves and for the LA Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, who had an awesome career high night yesterday. He scored 45 points for the Lakers as they defeat the Indiana Pacers at Staples Center yesterday. And they were playing without LeBron, no LeBron James, no Luka Doncic. He still has yet to make his first appearance. It's sounding like he's going to be playing his first game Monday night, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, salute to Austin Reeves, the young 26-year-old for the Los Angeles Lakers for stepping up big time for the Lakers. And again, yeah, they didn't even have their new starting center. Uh, so that brings us to our next topic here with the Los Angeles Lakers. Again, they have rescinded the trade for Mr. Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets, who was supposed to be their center, and they got him at the trade deadline this past Thursday. But apparently, they did a physical on him, and his legs or his feet aren't didn't look the best. So the Lakers rescinded the trade because they sent their this year's rookie Dalton Connect, aka D4, uh, rookie star in the making, Cam Reddish, who was a big time high draft pick just a few years back and is a serviceable NBA player. He's no scrub. And also a 2031, I think it is, draft pick. So they gave up a little haul to get what they were expecting would be their center for the future that could run the court, run up and down the court with Luka Doncic. But now, after they did a physical on him, he didn't pass the sniff test. And so they were giving up a lot for this guy, this player. And to be honest with you, he's been in the league for what, about 3 years, and he really wasn't on my radar until a couple of weeks ago. I kind of looked at his numbers, man, and he's putting up some monster stats over the last couple of months. Double double, a lob and threat guy, can run the court, real slender. So he would have been a nice fit. As it is right now, this kind of sucks for the Lakers in that, again, you got Dalton Connect, who was a rookie, he was playing excellent as a rookie out of Tennessee. He's a 4-year Tennessee uh, a player, so he has the maturity and to be doing as well as he had this season and to be traded like that, and now you have to come back to the Lakers. Man, I just hope that doesn't destroy his mentality, his confidence that he had for the year. And so hopefully they embrace him back and they bring him back into the fold and they build him back up and let him know, hey, this is the business part of the situation. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Check this video out explaining more on what actually happened during this rescinding of the trade.
Breaking news at CBS Sports HQ, where the Lakers trade to acquire Hornets center Mark Williams has been rescinded. Williams failed his physical with the team, according to ESPN. The Lakers were looking to bolster their front court after trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. LA was sending Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, a 2030 pick swap, and unprotected first-round pick to Charlotte. Williams has only played 23 games this season due to a foot injury. With more on the story, we say hello to CBS Sports NBA analyst John Gonzalez. John, this is the trade deadline that would not die, and crazy things continue to happen. A rescindment on the tail end of this trade deadline. I'm looking for precedent in my mind, excuse me, and I can't seem to find any. What do you make of this story as it happens?
Yeah, it's highly unusual, Joe, and we're getting details now that it was a health issue. That Mark Williams, as you mentioned, he's been often injured. in his career, out of a possible 211 games, he's missed 105. Now, reports are that this isn't about his back, which leads me to believe, without being able to confirm this, that his foot injury. He's had a foot injury for a while. He's been plagued by all kinds of different ailments, but the foot has really bothered him. So for the Lakers to decide, hey, we're going to fail him on this physical, the foot issue has to be pretty bad because they obviously valued Mark Williams very highly here. And this sets up a whole host of problems for the Lakers. For the Charlotte Hornets, you get your guy back, Mark Williams, and maybe you move him down the line. Maybe he heals up and he's okay. But for the Lakers now, there's no way for them to fix their issues where they needed big men. And now on top of that, you're going to have an awfully awkward reunion with Dalton Connect and Cam Reddish.
I was going to say both sides of this trade here, reintroducing players into rooms where they thought they had left, and obviously the lives that are affected outside of that as well. It's a very interesting situation and unfortunate for all parties involved, I'd say, especially the Lakers in an on-court manner. As you alluded to there, this is a team that does not have an answer at center, but they do have two of the greatest minds in the sport on court and a great head coach as well. How do you expect them to mask their deficiencies inside?
Well, the big get obviously was Luka, and you're happy about that, right? But a lot of people, including me, praised the Lakers for going out and getting Mark Williams, and rightly so. And they gave up not an insignificant amount, Joe. I mean, you give up a 20-31 unprotected first, you give up a 20-30 pick swap, you give up your first round pick, and Dalton connects. Apologies to Cam Reddish, a little bit of a throw and fodder there. But yeah, they identified the problem, which was they needed size, they needed rebounding, and Luka loves a lob threat. Okay, presto, Mark Williams solves all those problems for you. Now, without Mark Williams and the trade deadline having passed, you're back to basically having no size and not having any functional bigs. You've got Jackson Hayes, you've got Christian Koloko. Christian Wood has been hurt for a while. He's going to be back in the mix. That's just a
Stop it right there. You got Jackson Hayes right now. That is all you have. Now they did have Christian Wood last year, but man, he played probably half the season before he got injured, and then I haven't seen him at all play any this season. So you've been missing him for almost an entire season. So we don't even know what's going on with Christian Wood. Even though he would be a nice another addition, a big man, as Christian Wood has some experience playing with Luka Doncic down there in Dallas. So, if they could get him back, that would be great. But other than that, right now the Lakers have no big man other than Jackson Hayes, who's not really an offensive threat. He's a lob threat, kind of like Mark Williams was. But as far as a dominant big man, or let's say a very good big man, he's not. He's not that. So yeah, all they have is Jackson Hayes right now.
poo-poo platter of not great when you look at your size up front. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do here. This is when they traded for Christian Wood and Luka Doncic, Joe, their odds of winning the Western Conference went from middle of the pack to third best odds after Oklahoma City and the Nuggets. Now, without any serviceable bigs, I'm imagining they're going to take a hit there.
Yeah, it's like everybody's sitting there saying, well, there's the issue. There's the issue. The issue persists here beyond the deadline with this rescindment, but there's still so much intrigue when you're talking about Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Los Angeles, this storied franchise. What is the thing that is going to have your undivided attention once they do get on the court? What's the question you want answered immediately?
Well, how healthy is Luka too? Because there's some issues there, right? I mean, he was dealing with the calf strain. That can be a very tricky injury. You don't want that to turn into something that all of a sudden bleeds into an Achilles injury.
Exactly.
That would be the worst case scenario. So if he's healthy, if he's fit, I think those two guys will.
Yeah, that's important. I'm glad he mentioned that calf strain. If you remember a few years back, that's what Kevin Durant had the year before he left the Golden State Warriors, when they were making that run to the NBA Finals to play Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. He had a calf strain in the Western Conference Finals, and then when they made it to the finals, that calf strain turned into a torn Achilles. So the Lakers have to be very careful with their new superstar in Luka Doncic, as not to rush him back and let that injury completely heal.
Be fine together. But the Lakers, Joe, the issue was really, okay, can they be potentially Western Conference contenders right now? I love Oklahoma City. I think they're by far and away the best team in the NBA. They just got Chet Holmgren back. But when they made these moves, the Lakers at the trade deadline, all of a sudden, the Lakers went from, again, sort of like from 5 to 12, Joe, it's just a variety of teams. You could pick one out of a hat and say, maybe they have a chance, maybe they don't. But after Luka is added to that team, after Mark Williams is added to that team, you could see Rob Pelinka's vision of, okay, we're setting up the Lakers for the future with Luka Doncic, but hey, we still have LeBron, and now we've got Mark Williams, and now this roster is starting to take shape, and maybe there could be something this season. I'm not saying that that's out the door because you do have Luka and LeBron, but their odds here on doing anything significant in the postseason definitely take a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, you do have to weigh the viability of this being a contender against how much.
Yeah, in theory, it was a good looking trade on paper. However, with Mark Williams and a bad foot, bad leg, bad back, you just don't want to take that chance. And so, I'm with the Lakers there on that rescinding that deal. I got no problems with it because uh, they were giving up some stuff to get him, and who knows what's going to happen. Those foot and leg injuries, they could linger for his whole career, and we just don't know how long of a career he'll have with injuries such as those. So I don't blame the Lakers. I think they did the right thing in canceling, rescinding the deal or canceling the deal. Um, However, that leaves them strapped again, as I said, for big men. I can't think of one solid big man that's out there as a free agent or on the waiver wire. I really can't think of anybody right now. So, maybe the small ball, they'll keep that up, which that has them. That's winning ball for the Lakers right now. But the question is going to be, how far is that playing small ball going to be able to take them into the postseason? That will be the question, especially when you run up on a team like Denver with big bodies such as Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. and yeah, they have a little size. So also OKC has size with Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. So that might pose some problems for the Lakers um, in the long term. But hey, we'll see when we get there. All right, so that's the news with the Lakers. They rescinded the trade. Hopefully, I'm worried about D4 more than anybody as far as that rookie uh, maintaining his confidence, his composure, even though he was traded. Um, and hopefully they can bring him back in the fold, get him back in the mix somehow. They got a lot of scores. I give it to Lakers. They have a lot of scoring now, so we'll see how that goes. Let me know what y'all think. Give me some feedback in the comment section. Again, like, subscribe to the page, and I will catch you on the next one. This is DJ Mo D. I'm signing out. Peace. What you say?